In today's Cyberpunk video, you'll be surprised to see that I'm actually playing the main story of this game, well, Phantom Liberty, because I still haven't completed it because I fuck around too much. I've ended up in Somi's little Brooklyn apartment. So anyway, today what I thought I'd do is actually show you the outside of Somi's apartment in Brooklyn. What's interesting about this place is that this entire location does actually exist in the regular world of 2077, but I can confirm that this entire location is actually always loaded in underneath Pacifica. However, this time round, where you're playing it through the main story, there's the addition of these vehicles which weren't actually here in the free roam version of the game. You can see they're all pretty low quality and they're not actually real, they're not drivable or anything like that. Somi's apartment is up here. You get this illusion that there's quite a lot of detail on the go. You know, you look out the window, you see cars, you see a little bit of life, but in reality this place is actually so incredibly empty. There's actually barely anything going on with this location. You can see that it really ends abruptly as well. Obviously you get the illusion that the street goes on forever and there's some kind of, you know, fucking Brooklyn 2077 setting, but really there's not. All these buildings are completely empty with nothing behind them. The one exception is this building right on the edge here, which has like a real kind of common what do you call it, facade, but you can see little bits of Pacifica popping in and out. That's because, you know, this is actually underneath the map. Cyanosia is that way as well. Bearing in mind I've just completed the Cyanosia or Cynosha, how the fuck do they say it? Cyanosia? Anyway, I just completed that level and I can safely say it is my least favourite part of Phantom Liberty by far. I thought it was hyped up to be like kind of scary and a bit like, you know, Aliens Isolation gameplay, which it kind of was, but I don't know, I found it incredibly tedious and not really that scary in the slightest. If anything, I was just getting more frustrated with running around in circles and not having to, you know, not knowing where I'm going, basically. But I suppose the point of this video really was just to show you that Brooklyn is just this. It's just its own little isolated point in the map. There's honestly nothing to it in the slightest. However, it's still pretty cool to see the kind of tricks that CDPR implore in order to make it look believable and like it's actually, you know, a big old city. I can confirm as well that after a long time of putting it off, I am going to try and do a similar kind of thing for one of the endings of Phantom Liberty, where you return to Night City in 2079. I've had a lot of comments from people asking me to get to that point in the game and essentially fly around to see if there's any noticeable differences with the city. However, I think it's going to be probably quite similar to this. Anyway, that's Somi's apartment seen from an entirely different perspective. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, if you did, please do consider subscribing to the channel. That would really make my day. And of course, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Thank you so much, and as always, I'll catch you lot in a bit.